So this is just a screencast a little bit about sharing documents on Google Apps for Education. So I'm in my account and I'm going to create a new document. I'll just call it a test share. Okay, and I'll call it sharing a document. Right, now I can now go up to share, but before I do that I'm just going to go to my contacts. So it's worth setting up in your contacts groups of children. So I've made a group here. You can make as many groups as you want and many contacts as you want, and then each child, I just click on this child, you can choose which group they belong to. So this boy belongs in 3 groups at the moment, and I can go to organize here in the groups, and I can take ticks off and I can create new groups. So they don't have to just be in one group, they can be in as many groups as you like. So going back to the document, if I now go up to share, I can make the document just public as well. But what I'm going to do is to share this document that I've created with just a few of, say I was sharing it with a few children in my class, and I can add their names down here. Now I could literally type them in, or I can choose from my contacts, and there's a drop down menu here, and I might choose to add it to everybody who is in this group. So I've chosen a class, but within that class I might say, but I only want to give it to that person, and that person. And I can save them as another group. So they might be the top group or the middle group or whatever. Or I can just opt to select all of them. So it's a quick way of doing it, but I'm going to cancel that. I just type in one now. And you can also add people who are not within your domain. So you can share a document with somebody who actually doesn't belong with your school. So I'm going to add it to this one, which is just a straightforward Gmail rather than an educational apps one, and share it with them, and it will ask me, they'll say they're not part of the organization that you belong to, but I'm going to say yes. I'm going to give them permission to use it. And that is now shared with that person. Now I've got another laptop at the side of me here. I'm going to click done, and I'm logged on as that other person, and when they go into shared, it will appear in their list because they have received permission to share that document with me. What is useful is that when I go to the shared for me, just go back up here and check it, share, and ict.croft@gmail.com, that's right. I can opt, do I let them have editing rights, or I can just only allow them to comment. So I'm going to say can comment and save the changes. Alright, and I've now gone to the other one, and I'm going to open the document as this person, and I can't edit it, but I can add a comment. And I'm just going to add a comment from my other laptop, so I'll just say from my second laptop, and we will comment. Okay, and I'll say done. Now when I click comments up here, it says I've got one other viewer, and then it's because 2 people are logged in. That's the other person I gave permission to. And if I read their comments, that's the comment that I've just sent from my second laptop. Now later on you might decide that actually you don't want that person to belong anymore, you don't want that person to be commenting, or you might decide maybe I'll give that person editing rights now, or only viewing rights, or you can even transfer ownership of this document to that person. But what I'm going to do now is say I don't want them reading anymore, so I'm going to click that, save the changes, and that document will now disappear out of their drive, so they will no longer be able to see that.